Alright, Dusty Desert. I think this is an Elise level. Yep.
Elise, hold on tight.
We're riding that edge of that loop, aren't we? Oh, I missed the circle.
When it's lost both arms, that's my chance. It'll be all there, so I can knock it down easily.
Or we could just ignore it, Sonic, and keep going. Yeah, Frontiers. Wasted opportunity. Amy doesn't use her hammer in Frontiers for some reason. Instead, she attacks using her tarot cards.
Elise, hold on tight.
Which sucks, because, like, the Pico Poco hammer, I think, is the iconic aspect of Amy. So it's like, Sonic has such a huge cast of characters, it's like, why only play as Sonic when you play as so many others? Correct! That's, like, the big thing that changed from the Adventure era games, which ended here, at this game, to the Boost era games, which started at Unleashed. And it makes sense to a degree. None of the other... It doesn't make a lot of sense for some characters to be able to boost, so the boost style doesn't fit. But it is, like, literally... You get this game where you have 9 playable characters, and then you go to Unleashed where you have Sonic playable in 2 different ways. And, you know, and from Unleashed, you pretty much get... The entirety of the Boost era is Sonic and Tails adventures. Which sucks, because I for one, I'm gonna say it. I love Sonic, I love Tails, they're great characters. I like a lot of the Sonic cast more than I like those two. You know, I know Shadow the Hedgehog was a terrible game, but giving one of the Sonic characters their own spin-off is cool. And Frontiers... I mean, Frontiers certainly helped, because in the free DLC update... for Final Horizons, they gave you the option to play as Amy, Knuckles, and Tails again. You know, the main four, which was cool. And they played pretty well. Very Adventure era. But it is, like, a far flung from what it used to be, you know? It took a DLC to give us 3 new playable characters, when Sonic games, you know, Adventure had 7 playable characters, Adventure 2 had 6. You know, it's a shame. I get why they switched to it, because it's Sonic the Hedgehog. That's the franchise. And the boost system is pretty good in a lot of the games. Just because it's really fun to go super fast. But it is, like, it does suck to lose out on such a wide cast of characters. That's why I will always recommend, like, Archie comics, IDW comics. Because... growing up in the Adventure era, and playing mostly Adventure era Sonic games, I love the cast of this franchise. And it's such a shame we don't get to see them that often anymore. But yeah, I would love an Adventure style game to come back. Considering this was the last Adventure style game, I kind of understand why they killed that subgenre. Because, 06 is really bad. But it does seem like we're moving in the right direction with the franchise. Like I said, Sonic, Tails, and Amy, Sonic, Knuckles, and Amy are playable. They got player roles in Frontiers. We're getting playable Shadow again in, we got playable Shadow in Forces. And we're getting playable Shadow again in the Generations remake, which is gonna be cool. I, for one, cannot wait. But yeah, as fun as the Boost era is and going fast, something about playing this wide cast of characters. I mean, like I said, there are 9 playable characters in this game. Silver's the only new one? This might also be Blaze's introduction. But Blaze has her own story.
Let's get going.
So, like, 9 characters. Sonic Heroes is a good example. I mean, while yes, Heroes gameplay, you're not playing necessarily as each individual character, you're playing as the 4 teams. But there are, you know, 4 teams of 3 in Heroes. So that's that's a lot of characters. For some reason, 4 times 3 is refusing to register. 12? It's called 12. But yeah, my soapbox is Sonic characters are great. Bring them back. Let me do more as other Sonic characters than just Sonic. And let me have more characters on adventures than just Sonic and Tails. Which again, Frontiers definitely felt like a step in the right direction. You know, it was the main 4. They gave us a free DLC that let us play as Tails, Amy, and Knuckles. I'm repeating myself. I think Frontiers is a good sign for the franchise, and whatever game comes out next will probably be pretty good. Ideally. Well, the Generations will be good, because it's Generations, but whatever, like, actual new project comes out next will ideally be pretty good. Alright, go!
Nice!
Yeah.
So happy.
Shut up, Elise. The thing is, most Sonic characters are fast. Like, you can make an art... Because Amy, Tails, and Knuckles can all boost in Frontier. I mean, that could just be a side effect of, you know, coherent gameplay. But, like, most Sonic characters can run way faster than human vehicles. It's just the nature of this universe. I mean, the rookie in Forces, who is literally a nobody, he is just a soldier who is trained, can run very fast. So I guess more rings, better time. Well, and another big thing with, like, Sonic's extended cast is with how many writers there have been over the years. There's just like a weird inconsistency on what you do with them. Well,
your power is limited.
So it's like one of those things. Like, that's kind of one of the problems when you like go through and read IDW. Because IDW is game canon. It uses game canon. It is canon to the games. It leads to like the weird things of, like, we have to justify characters like Silver and Blaze being here, when Silver and Blaze, why would they be hanging out? They'd come here for emergency, sure, why would they be hanging out? They tend to do a good job. I recommend to literally anyone who is mildly interested in these characters to read, like, the Metal Virus saga, because the Metal Virus is probably the best story in the Sonic franchise. And it gives pretty much every character a chance to shine. I mean, it just helps emphasize stuff for me, like Vector being one of my favorite characters just in the franchise. It helped emphasize that by Vector just being a fucking G. I think Sonic is in desperate need to tread back into the game of fighting games. There have been 2 Sonic fighting games. One for the arcade, which got re-released on a GameCube port, and one for the Game Boy. And Sonic has a giant cast with a very diverse skill set. You could easily make a fighting game cast out of these characters. Plus, I like fighting games. I have no idea if I improved over the last completed run. Oh. Not enough. So close! That's like
So happy.
a couple rings. There's a spring there! Huge.
Nice.
Okay, I don't think I improved time there, but I think I don't know. I'm not really paying attention. I did better. You've got to be...
So happy.
That's a single ring. That is a single ring. Oh my god. That is a single ring.
Elise!
I suppose, don't get me wrong about, like, the adventure style things. Like, emerald hunting stages in Adventure 1 and 2 suck. Like, it's a cool idea to give Knuckles, but it is not fun. So... I suppose double-edged sword there.
Hold on tight! Elise!
Kill me. Kill me. Sonic's been shot.
I'm so happy.
Well, I'm not, at least. I'm not happy.
Elise! Hold on tight!
Combine the strength of two with the right trick and use this new power to get rid of anything that blocks your path.
Ah! Sonic! I don't know why that line is delivered so weirdly. It's a Sonic game. It's delivered weirdly because it's a Sonic game. I don't know why that one crate is always flying. You see it up there every time we've hit that, last jump there.
Need all the enemies to get through here.
Nice.
Okay. So English RPG. Yeah, but at the very least with, like, Mario games, better time, not as good rings. Oh, hey, we did it.
I don't believe it.
Silver trying to stay sneaky. Well, that's one of the things about the Adventure era games, is you do get different perspectives of the same moment.